Oh, good Lord. I think I'm lost. Where the heck are those pearly gates?
Mercy, where have you been? And watch your language.
Gabe, oh, thank heaven.
Save your thanks. You're about to have your wings clipped.
Guess I'm a little late.
Only by 25 years.
I'm really sorry.
Sorry won't save your wings, Mercy. After 25 years, I'm out of excuses for you.
Gabe, you won't believe what I found.
Stop that futtering. Found what?
Forgive me, but you must see it.
See what?
A heaven on earth.
Mercy, blasphemy.
It has everything. Come see for yourself.
Impetuous. I cannot leave here.
Take a long lunch.
Preposterous. I'm an angel first class.
You'll love it, Gabe.
I will not. I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
I don't have the time.
I'll hold time for you. You'll have fun. It's their 25th anniversary.
You know, I'm not a party animal, Mercy. Where is this place?
Laguna Hills, California. Look, see the coastline?
I remember what the coast looks like, thank you.
It's just 5 miles from the ocean, swept with crisp air and bathed in sunshine all year round.
I've never left heaven before.
Don't worry. You'll feel right at home where we're going. Trust me, you'll see.
I had better see nothing less than Shangri-La, if your wings are to be spared.
You're such an angel.
Don't patronize me, Angel Third Class. No promises.
There's the internationally famous art colony of Laguna Beach, a wonderful, lively community full of gourmet restaurants and boutiques, and home of the Pageant of the Masters, a celebration of fine art.
It sounds as if they might be civilized.
Look! There it is, Gabe! Leisure World, heaven on earth, 2,100 lush acres, halfway between Los Angeles and San Diego. It's the largest gate-guarded community of its kind in the world.
But the gates are not pearly.
True, but then Leisure World is a little easier to get into. In 25 years, this community grew into the largest and most outstanding of its kind.
I'd like a second opinion.
Each resident owns his or her own co-op or condo and shares in everything else in the community.
Sounds like a real sticky business to me.
Only by sharing could 22,000 people enjoy all that is offered here.
What are those two tall buildings?
The towers, for those who prefer hotel-like living, with 3 meals a day and weekly maid service.
Mercy, I can't believe that this is what kept you earthbound all these years.
Spellbound by the outstanding people who were attracted to this place, uprooting themselves to come and live here.
What kind of people would do that?
Mostly retired.
When we retired, we were told where to go.
They've only retired from the pressures of having to make a living.
What in heaven's name do they do with all their time?
From nothing to everything. And the choices are overwhelming.
How old are they?
Most have at least 55 years of living behind them, and 17 can boast of over 100.
Impudence! Putting heaven on hold.
Wait till you see how. People walk here day and night to keep fit.
What's the hurry? You told me these people are retired.
Louise walks at least 5 miles a day. She's already clocked over 20,000 miles in the 10 years she's lived in Leisure World.
Oh, no. A cat on a leash. A cat's life has really changed.
Irene and Pommy are regular walkers. Oh, look, I love that sign on this executive golf course.
Slicers welcome. Hookers, too.
Don't you love it?
It's very hospitable.
That lake is a magnet for golf balls.
Mallards? What's that?
That Peking duck is a recent resident, found a good home and is not about to leave. Meet Henry and Henrietta, the Egyptian geese, both totally retired with built-in lifetime care.
golfing triplets?
Oh, the twins are Ruth and Ruby with their friend Jen. They live and play together. Henry is always outdriven by his grandson, Aaron. He's proud and chagrined each time.
Who's the lone male?
That's Norm. He makes up the daily foursome.
Music?
Don and his wife are visiting some of their friends.
'Twas in the year of '64, September 10th, they say, when a band of brave and hardy souls did settle here that day. There weren't many stores around, no malls or fancy frills, just cattle grazing quietly in them Laguna hills. They came to California, the flags they were unfurled. They came to Orange County,
the sound
to a
of a
place
heavenly
called
harp.
Leisure World.
Listen, Don wrote this song, The Ballad of Leisure World.
Folks of Leisure World, they scoffed at those who called them old. They volunteered to help the sick, and Meals on Wheels were rolled. They formed their clubs, played bridge and golf, and on the dance floor twirled. No old fogies could be found down here in Leisure World. They came to California, the flags they were unfurled. They came to Orange County, to a place called Leisure World.
Come on, lots to see. We'll catch Don later.
Another golf course?
Golf is very popular. There are 27 regulation holes to this course. Bobby has parred the course with a 71.
71? Is that supposed to be good?
Better than good. It's also his age. Al is a former chairman of the Saddleback Health Foundation. His volunteer credits are too numerous to mention. Look, there's Hetty. She was born in Switzerland and has traveled all over the world.
Born in Switzerland. And she chooses to live here?
Says she wouldn't live anywhere else. She's 92 now. Gave up tennis at 82 to learn to play golf. Here comes Phil heading for a round of golf. He was a director on Golden Rain.
Golden Rain? What's that?
All in good time. That's the tennis club. The courts are occupied much of the time.
Did you see that? He switched from one end to another.
I sure did. And would you believe Randy's got 2 rebuilt knees?
Bocce. My grandparents played that game in Italy.
Good one. Good one.
Their lawn bowling club has over 350 members. They put on local and national competitions and even compete internationally.
The Aquedettes?
The Aquedettes do synchronized swimming. They're rehearsing for their annual show.
Wow, look at those legs, will you?
Gabe!
Oh. Mercy, I hate to admit it, but they're really terrific.
Considering they range in age from 58 to 86.
Wow.
Barbara and Evelyn are going to Denmark to compete in the Masters Senior Synchronized Swimming Meet.
They have quite a huge pool to rehearse in.
It's one of 4 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
I never thought that she...
Every Saturday night at Clubhouse 5, they fill the large ballroom dancing to a live band, and many clubs put on dinner dances throughout the year.
Am I?
Dance lessons are given in a full range, from ballroom dancing to square dancing, and everything in between.
I can't believe all this activity.
You're getting excited. Admit it.
I am not.
Come on. Extend. Boys cross run. Girls trade. Swing through. Come on, get them up.
Horses?
Leisure Worlders have their own equestrian center and own 15 horses.
On the dance floor twirled. No old fogies could be found down here in Leisure World. They came to California, the flags they were unfurled. They came to Orange County, to a place called Leisure World. Leisure World kept growing, exploding, I should say, with 220,000 souls residing here today. They stayed active, they stayed young, and learned one simple trait. The secret of this Leisure World is just cooperate.
Even the horses cooperate. That goat's making a pig of himself. My gosh, I haven't ridden since I was a boy in Vermont.
Feeling younger, Gabe?
Well,
Go ahead, go for it.
What? No.
Have you forgotten how? Go join one of them.
Well,
Go!
Odds move out, evens move up.
How you doing?
Well, fine.
Now I'll show you how they keep in shape for all this activity.
In my day, people were expected to act their age.
To feel young at heart, they've got to keep their hearts in good shape. Their beloved Terry is an outstanding exercise physiologist who works especially well with senior citizens. Line dancing, good for the heart and spirit. Murray, who's a resident and a former New York dance instructor, has been teaching dance for over 50 years.
Looks like they love it.
Probably many are fulfilling childhood dreams of one day becoming a rockette.
5, 6, 7, 8.
There's Minna. She's very active in the Gray Panthers,
Great? What sort of animal is that?
the kind that stands up for its rights. This fitness room is always crowded.
It certainly looks well equipped.
Diane, one of the many Saddleback College instructors here, conducts a variety of classes. The facilities in Leisure World are top flight. We have to hurry. Jerry's practicing a song he wrote for the 25th anniversary.
Home at last, I've found myself a home at last. A place where I can work, or play, or dream all day. Peace of mind, I've always wanted peace of mind. Now moonlight walks are mine again. I'm unafraid. With every passing day, life becomes a brand new melody. Singing, you're lucky to be so fancy-free. It truly is a leisure world, a fun and take it easy world. I'm happy happy that the die is cast. I'm a home at last. I'm here in leisure world.
That's very touching. Plays and sings beautifully. Must be a professional.
Can't fool you, Gabe.
Ladies play pool?
It's ladies' night. They're very good at it. These are the smoothest shuffleboard lanes in the country.
Stop boasting, Mercy.
But it's true. In all, there are 18 lanes available, including 6 more at Clubhouse 2.
There's another clubhouse?
6 altogether. And each one is constantly busy with different activities, including table tennis.
They sure are giving it their all.
Everybody can work out their aggressions with good competition.
No one is aggressive in heaven. Speaking of aggressive, I assume they have a bridge club.
Do they? Come on.
It's huge.
Biggest full-time bridge room on Earth.
Maybe in the universe.
And they have the largest duplicate game in the country.
But if they were truly civilized, Mercy, they'd have a men's social club.
Say no more. Here's the male chauvinist sanctuary.
My God! This place does have everything.
Gabe, you're right.
That's what I say.
Yes, it's the environment.
That's Harry. He writes the most widely read club column in the Leisure World News. He reaps a lot of laughs from a mere grain of truth.
Then he made a speech, and after a half hour, his audience slowly drifted away in a zombie-like stupor. He said he expected no birthday gifts, but if there were any, he preferred them tasteful and expensive. I see what you mean. Anyway, I like Harry. Are there activities for people who like to do their own thing?
Of course. There are 1,000 individual garden plots for raising all kinds of fruits, vegetables, and flowers.
Orchids! Now that's cute! What lush berries! The soil here must be well nourished.
Courtesy of Leisure World's own stables.
Tomatoes! What is this all about?
Some members of the garden club are working with drought-tolerant ground cover for use in Leisure World. Jim, who's a retired horticulture professor, came up with this experimental plan to conserve the Earth's resources.
So Leisure World is even involved in research. What a magnificent workshop. Just look at this equipment.
Everything you could want for quality wood and metalworking.
My father would have loved this. He was a great carpenter. I might like this place after all.
Whatever Hal does, he does to perfection.
I can see that.
The Emeritus Institute of Saddleback College also gives classes here in all types of arts and crafts. For instance, sewing, complete with fitting rooms. They even have their own fashion shows for homemade clothing. Every kind of equipment necessary for cutting, grinding, and polishing gems is right here in this room.
Real precision work.
Okay.
Lots of talented people here.
Wall to wall. Slip casting. They make things for their homes and for gifts. It's a fun hobby. Jewelry and enameling. Jean is a highly skilled jeweler from Europe.
Exquisite pieces.
Edward created this beautiful window display. He was a jewelry designer and designed for Bullock's and Joseph's of Hollywood.
To the point where I'm seeing just about what it is that I want to see. I get it in sharp focus. If you were taking a picture of an old family photograph, you would do the exact same thing.
Photography with 6 complete darkrooms and enlargers. Here's some finished photos. Marvin has superimposed faces over the places he photographed during 33 years of worldwide travel.
Impressive work.
Mike is a resident who teaches color printing.
They certainly have a great deal of special amenities.
Scott teaches sound recording. Students learn how to narrate their own slideshows or add sound to video. Like many of the instructors, Scott says he feels he learns as much from his students as they do from him. They also have a sound room with a mixing board. John was one of the first sound mixers in Hollywood. Pottery and ceramics. 5 kilns for use. Oh, there's Bill.
He's very creative.
Especially since he's legally blind. This is some of his finished work. Great sense of humor.
Leisure World certainly seems to bring out the best in people.
Okay, now
Very nice.
dark here because really dark against the light rose.
The Art Studio.
A real live model.
Murray's been here 18 years and never painted before he came to Leisure World.
So that's what their logo means. A community of discovery.
You're catching on to the secret of this place, Gabe.
Why people live here on a college campus with the largest playground on earth. It's incredible.
That's pretty good. Never thought of it that way. Meeting people and making friends with similar interests is no problem. Here there are classes in current events, languages, nutrition, the sciences, computers, foreign affairs. And clubs for states, countries, hobbies, sports, animals, politics, and special interests such as concerned citizens for peace. And most have a full calendar of social activities.
Look, a Republican club registering voters. Now that's more like it.
Leisure World has a very high voting record, as most politicians know and appreciate.
Mercy!
I was a Democrat. They have a library to keep their minds as active as their bodies.
Well stocked.
20,000 volumes for pleasure and research. About 200 of these books were written by Leisure Worlders. Many are still writing novels, poetry, and professional books.
Well, my word.
You can say that again. Irma, the library's director, helped the library grow from a tin shack to this beautiful building. Many of the 125 volunteers are retired librarians.
It looks as though minds are as active as bodies here at Leisure World.
It's a wonder Margaret and Tracy have time to read. They're both so active in the community. Tracy was the first president at Golden Rain.
What is that Golden Rain?
We'll get there. Patience. The library has large print books and talking books. And for those who can't come to the library, resident volunteers operate a library on wheels service.
Did you say talking books?
Books on audio cassette.
What a novel idea.
No shortage of novelty at Leisure World, that's for sure. Oh, but reading isn't the only entertainment here. Come on.
1, 2, 3.
Did you ever dream in the years long past that retirement life would be such a blast?
You could sing, you could dance, maybe find a romance in our own dear leisure world.
Now, you can sing.
They're rehearsing for The Whirl, an original musical spoof of Leisure World by the Theater Guild.
Do stuff and get out fast. Okay. Try it. Let me just, you guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You could sing, you could dance, maybe find a romance in our own dear leisure world.
No one asks you what you're worth. Who cares you're of noble birth?
What if you have double girth? You're at home in leisure world. We'll present some local insanity, just to smooth on a little vanity. Golden Rain reaches wide, but it cannot divide our home in leisure world.
All right, we're going to start right from the beginning of this number, and I want you to show the happiness that you feel. I want the smiles. Let's start.
Irene is a superb musical director. Her vitality and exuberance brings out the best in those she works with.
This is quite an auditorium. How many does it seat?
Well over 800. I've attended lectures, plays, operas, symphony, films, foreign and domestic, slideshows, and many, many other things that have been presented on this stage by both residents and international artists. Leisure World audiences are amongst the most appreciative and sophisticated.
Is this the only stage?
Oh no, let's check out Clubhouse 5. We caught a talent show.
This is fun.
I told you, Gabe.
If you want to have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, good looking. One's good looking. I'm looking something on me. Throw my date book over the fence. Find me one for 5 cents. Keep it till it's covered with age. Just write your name down on every page. Hey, hey, good looking. One's good looking. I'll try cooking something up with me.
And there's more. Leisure World always has some kind of event or show going on. See? The Canine Club is putting on a Western roundup.
What other category?
Yorkie with the glitzy glasses was a New York model. Once appeared on the cover of Mademoiselle. She's now retired with her two very close friends.
I like that standard poodle myself.
You're not alone. And there's always barbecues, parties, luau's, contests, you name it.
But how does everybody get around all those events if they don't drive?
By their fleet of free buses. Isn't this great?
Morning. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Morning.
Hi there, Joe. How are you?
Oh, just
Good.
fine.
Joe, your ID card, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
There are 16 buses to take residents all over the community and to many places beyond its gates, including a shopping mall.
A shopping mall, Mercy?
Within 5 minutes, walk or ride. Most of the drivers are residents and are all very courteous and friendly. Saddleback Memorial Medical Center is a wonderfully well-equipped healthcare facility with an outstanding medical staff only minutes away.
I understand that you lost your wife recently.
The Leisure World Social Services Department. Life is not always fun and games here for everyone. Residents with difficult problems can find help in Lola's office from her and her staff of social workers.
We want to do what we can to make things better for you.
I know.
Yeah.
With all that goes on within Leisure World, how does everyone keep in touch?
They have their own media networks, TV6, and a weekly newspaper. Come on!
Their very own television station.
They have news shows, current affairs, and entertaining shows.
0182. We'll be very happy to take your ad and put it on our program. And this is a free service for our residents.
That's this coming Sunday, June 25th. The bus leaves Clubhouse 3 at 5 p.m. The cost is $3 per person. That includes transportation and tip.
And a message board before and after the regular day's programming. They have a wonderful variety. Most of the residents read the weekly Leisure World newspaper. That's another way residents find out what, where, and when everything takes place.
What diversions does he like?
Last year, Walter, at age 82, climbed halfway up Mount Everest.
Remarkable.
Reading the movie section is Olin, who retired 5 years ago after a 63-year acting career. Definitely presidential material.
Who's that gentleman reading about community affairs?
Oh, that's Norman, a former commander of an aircraft carrier, a very active community leader here now. Shirley was the first woman publicist for circuses and carnivals.
Who puts the paper together?
Myra, the editor, and her reporter, Pat.
Picture of Sherry on his motorcycle.
Okay, now, okay, but that would be a good front page picture. Getting in the way of the motorcycle, and we'll use that next week for our people profile.
Everyone seems so informed, so interested in their community.
And beyond. Over 900 serve as volunteers at the Saddleback Memorial Medical Center, in many capacities. Others are volunteers in a score of other service organizations in and around Leisure World. When it comes to volunteering, Leisure Worlders know no limits.
This place is so serene, so quiet, and so beautiful in every way.
And so safe.
How long did you say you wanted for?
Meet Nate. He was a security officer when they cut the ribbon in 1964.
What is the name of the party you want coming in? Yeah.
Now, over 250 security people make it safe to walk the streets here day and night. They take all kinds of calls, and when the residents travel, they just notify security and know that their manor will be safe and secure.
Yes, but how qualified are they?
All top security officers have been professional lawmen.
Are they all leisure whirlers?
Not the 20 officers, but most of the gate and patrolmen and women are. So it's their community they protect.
Who's that?
That's Dan. He's head of security. Leisure World has a reputation for the best safety and security that seniors can get. Here on Earth, anyway.
That's quite a claim.
Well, they have solid support from the county fire department and the paramedics. See, they're ready for almost any emergency.
What about the police?
Yes, they work closely with local law enforcement and maintain excellent communication.
Hi, Captain. How you
Hi,
doing?
how are you?
Good.
Keeping you busy?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I got some information for you.
Security's goal is to prevent crime, not just deal with problems. It all adds up to a safe and peaceful community.
Not bad for Earth. Truly, I'm very impressed. But who or what runs this whole community? It seems to function like a precision watch.
I thought you'd never ask. Leisure World is self-governed.
And he can't see anything until he's clear out into the lane of traffic. Now, I'm not...
Most of the management originates in the boardroom of this building.
There's City Hall?
They call it the administration building. There's Danny and his great-grandparents, a future leisure worlder. These are the resident directors who make policy for the owners of the co-ops, condos, and the towers. They're in joint session with Golden Rain.
Golden Rain? It really exists.
And we're here to discuss some issues that have arisen.
Golden Rain Foundation is charged with making policy regarding all the common property. Its concerns also extend beyond the gates on matters that may directly impact the welfare of Leisure World.
Big job running a community this size. They must all be well paid.
Not even $1 a year. No community could afford to pay for all this experienced leadership and expertise.
What about the actual work? They can't do it all.
Indeed not. Professional Community Management Company, PCM for short, is under contract to carry out their policies. Gabe, meet Russ, PCM's general manager for Leisure World, and some of his executive staff. They're responsible for managing and maintaining Leisure World. To do the work, PCM has 1,100 employees selected for their competence, helpfulness, and friendliness. Painting is done on a year-round schedule. Pest control is always on call. They keep the lawns manicured and take care of the landscaping. Preventative maintenance. 600 varieties of trees from all over the world shaped to their native pattern. Fortunately, early on, residents recognized the uniqueness of this place and had the foresight to organize their historical society to document the development of Leisure World.
You know, Mercy, that was wise.
See? That's the man who had the incredible vision, Ross Cortese, the developer and builder of 7 Leisure Worlds. He pioneered the concept. Through painstaking research, he arrived at a community for senior citizens that met all their particular needs for a fulfilling retirement.
It obviously attracted people who are like a natural resource to each other, a treasure of knowledge and 20th century experiences. They deserve a paradise like Leisure World.
He also recognized their spiritual needs and provided land for churches and a temple on the periphery where they and the surrounding communities now worship together. I love this church playground.
Mercy, act your age.
Sorry, Gabe.
Now that Leisure World has reached some 5 and 20 years, I hope that you will join me in a round of rousing cheers. So here's to you, my Leisure World, long may you remain under the California sun and under the golden rain. They came to California, the flags that were unfurled. They came to Orange County and a place called Leisure World. Some folks came from Washington, some folks came from Maine. Some folks had a few small doubts, but they came here just the same. They came to find the sunshine, to live and play in peace, a place where they could walk at night along the quiet streets. They came to California, the flags they were unfurled. They came to Orange County, to a place called Leisure World. But the pioneers of Leisure World, who had the guts to dare, they stood together through it all, and they did learn to share. They shared the clubhouse and the pool, they worked and laughed and played. They built some churches, temple too, and bowed their heads and prayed. They came to California.
I assume I've seen it all?
Heavens, no! Impossible even on your lunch hour.
Well, Mercy, what I have seen is a very rare world. 22,000 people with diverse backgrounds and interests living together in peace and harmony with a community spirit that has to be a model for the rest of the world.
I knew you'd love it.
Everyone seems so independent and productive, supportive and caring. One thing troubles me, though.
What's that?
I don't know what old is anymore.
Me neither. Oh, look! It's their 25th anniversary cake. We didn't miss the party. Oh, Gabe. What about my wings?
You know, I've been thinking. This place deserves a guardian angel. How about it, Mercy? Angel first class.
Me? A guardian angel? Gabe, you really mean it?
With one condition.
Oh?
You get me a piece of that cake.
You got it.
It's delicious. What kind is it?
Devil's food.
Mercy, you'll be the death of me yet. Now I must get back. Thank you for sharing your wonderful find.
Promise to come back and see the rest, but don't wait till their 50th.
I promise. Keep in touch.
I promise.
Now with its own guardian angel, Leisure World really does have everything.
Home at last. I've found myself a home at last. A place where I can work or play or dream all day. Peace of mind. I've always wanted peace of mind. Now moonlight walks are mine again. I'm unafraid. With every passing day, life becomes a brand new melody. Singing, you're lucky to be so fancy-free. It truly is a leisure world, a fun and take it easy world. I'm happy that the die is cast. I'm a home at last. I'm here in leisure